Hello. How do I do the banner? Oh, maybe it's this. Is that it? Hello, hello. Hi, Christina. I'm trying to figure out this StreamYard. Hi, Paige. I can't get this. I don't know how to get this test with Kathy thing off. But how's the picture look? Hi, Nix. Wow, we have an audience. Woohoo. It's different. I can't see everything that I could see on YouTube, but the chat is easier to check. Hi, Michelle. I just don't know how to do the banner thing. Hang on a minute. I don't know. Supposedly there's something to the left, but I don't see the something to the left. Does anybody know in Yardstream how to change this little banner? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's down here. Hang on. No, it won't let me do it there either. Huh. Oh, well, it's going to say test with Kathy because I don't know how to get rid of that. Oops. Oh, wait. Here we go. Never mind. I think I found it. Okay. Hang on. Did it work? It didn't work. Oh, I did it. Now I had to get back to chat. How do I get back to chat? Oh, gosh. Now I can't find the chat. Oh, here. Hi, Tanisha. I did a banner. Woohoo. I don't know how to change the color. I think, well, let me see. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay. Edit. It's not showing me how to do a color of it, so. Oh, cool. Oh, maybe it's here. Hang on. Brand color. Oh, I think I found it. Woo! We'll do turquoise, right? That's my color. There we go. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I am testing out StreamYard. I keep calling it Yardstream. StreamYard. Hope you've had a good 2 weeks. I'm finally getting a little bit of my mojo back. So on July 2nd, I'm going to do the drawing first, and it's for these, what are they called? Flower faceted gems. We had 6 people go under the video, the live video after it was uploaded, which this is supposed to do too, so hopefully it'll work. And the 6 people were Nick's Crafty Corner, you're number 1. Stamp Girl, you're number 2. Crafts and More with Donna Jackson is number 3. Penny Kitzmiller is number 4. JWB52Z is number 5. And Tina's Crafty Life is number 6. So we'll do the drawing for these beautiful faceted flower gems. Thank you for the... Well, I don't know. It says I have 5 watching. That's all I can tell. I'm turning away. Okay. Oops. I almost had 2. Let's see who it is. Tina's Crafty Life. That girl, I'll tell you what. She was babysitting grandkids today, so I don't know if she'll be on or not tonight. So Tina's the winner again. I haven't mailed her other stuff out. I haven't mailed anybody's stuff out, in case you're wondering and you're looking for something. And I need Heather's address. If she sent it to me, I don't remember. And I need Bonnie's address. And the others I have, but I just am behind. That's me. So for next week, the drawing's going to be for these fuzzy flower centers. We're commenting under this week's video. And at the end tonight, forgive my nails, but we're going to get a little messy later. These are so cute, these fuzzy flower centers, and they have adhesive backs. So that's what we're drawing for next week for commenting under this week's video. And I haven't decided yet. I have to think of something good for you guys to comment about. Okay, here's what it's going to be. Do you like to get messy when you craft or not? And why not if you don't? Okay, so that's the question. Do you like to get messy when you craft? And I mean you personally, not your craft room, because I know everybody makes a mess in the craft room, right? Do you like to get messy when you craft? Yes or no? And if not, why not? Maybe you just don't like to get your hands dirty. I don't like to get my hands in soil because I have a reaction. I start to itch, but paint and stuff, I don't mind at all. So sorry for the blank screen. So a couple things. Look what came today. I slid it open, but we're not going to do that tonight. Hi, Ray Max Kitchen and Grill. So tomorrow, look for a paper pumpkin unboxing and possibly making something as intended. Okay, so that's the July kit. It is called On My Mind. I don't know if I can, oops, this way. On My Mind, there. So, is the sound okay and everything? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Christina. But be sure to put your comment below the video when it uploads on YouTube, okay? Because that's where I get them from to get a answer. Okay, so for paper pumpkin for August, because you can't get the July one if you're not signed up, August is going to be some fall gift bag type things. 6 gift bags and 6 gift tags. And these look like the bags. They're going to be like craft bags. Can you see through the banner? Oh, this is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on screen. What? Hang on, guys. Oh, I thought I had done that before. Okay, that's better. Okay, anyway, then they're going to have an add-on because not everybody likes to do gift bags. The add-on is for note cards, 24 of them. Now, before I tell you that, the colors that this will coordinate with are Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Merry Merlot, which is that deep red, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Suede. So lots of colors it'll coordinate with for the 6 fall themed gift bags, and I'm sorry, 12 fall themed gift tags. The add-on will be, if you are already a subscriber, you have to be a subscriber. You don't have to get the add-on to make this kit. I have learned that. But if you would like the add-on, it's $10, and it includes 24 card bases of 2 different designs with coordinating envelopes, and they are note card size, which is 5" by 3.5". And the envelopes are 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. They will be available August 1st while supplies last. They're not included with the subscription, and you don't have to have that to make the kit as it's intended as gift bags and tags. Okay. So if you're interested in that, you have to already be a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, and you could sign up now to get the August one probably and get the add-on for July, I think, because it says it's available August 1st while supplies last. So that's for the add-on, and you buy that on the Stampin' Up website, not the Paper Pumpkin website or anything. So that's that. And then I did a separate video, but Justine Stone is having a Stampin' Up party. If you need anything or want anything, please order through Justine's party to help her out. Hi, Justine. Boy, that was good timing. And be sure to use this host code. It's in the video also that I did last night, but S7PGBJU2 is Justine's host code. So make sure that you use that if you place an order with me as your demo between now and August 15th. Okay, we'll leave it open through then, and let's help Justine get some nice goodies. And yeah, she's gonna try and show folks how to do some stamping in journaling type things, and I'm gonna mostly show you cards, but tonight we're gonna have some messy fun after we do the first two cards. And it's a good time to place an order because between now and July 31st, it's bonus days, meaning for every $50 you order, you get a coupon directly from Stampin' Up for $5 off that you have to use in August. So if you use it between August 1st and 15th, first of all, you could get that $10 add-on to the Paper Pumpkin kit if you're a subscriber, and there's $10 right away, you know, and then you can use your $5 off coupon that you got in July. So there you go. So anyway, please, love it if you would order through me for Justine, through Justine for me. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. And also, if you place an order $75 or more in the month of July, you'll be put in a drawing for the Spirited Snowman and Blizzard Thinlits dies. I haven't decided on August, but there will be something similar for August. I have to see what isn't used in my stash. So, but this is for through July 31. So basically, there's going to be two drawings within Justine's party time frame. This one at the end of July, so like the first week of August, and the other one at the end of August. But if you're ordering through Justine's code in August too, you'll be entered for that. So be sure to take advantage of that, guys. All right, now on with the show. Anybody have any questions on that? And again, the drawing for next week is going to be these fuzzy flower centers. And when this video goes up on YouTube as a video, you have to answer, do you like to get messy when you craft? Yes or no? And if not, why not? That's all you have to do to be entered for the drawing next Tuesday for those fuzzy centers. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way and bring up the first card that we're going to do. I made a mess today. Oh, cool. Thank you, Justine. Am I in frame okay for you guys? Does it look all right? It looks kind of dark to me. I'm not sure. Is the picture clear is kind of what I'm asking. Let me bring this light over a little bit better, maybe. Nope, that's not going to work. I'm trying out this StreamYard, so let me know how things are. And if I'm too loud enough, whatever. So this is the first card we're going to do tonight. For this one, we're going to be using for the first two cards, we're going to use this Band Together and the coordinating dies, which are called, oh, I just dropped one, Detailed Bands dies. And let me get that before I lose it. So mostly on this one, I use the, oh gosh, yeah, I'm losing them all. I use the detailed band dies. And then we're also going to be using, except I don't know what I did with it, the Scripty embossing folder. Looks like that. It's hard to see it on here, but it's different words. So that is what we're going to start with. And I think I have stuff already cut out, mostly. So it's kind of vintage looking and kind of elegant looking. And I'm hoping I don't lose all my dies. Okay, let me bring stuff in. Okay, push it up a little bit. Okay, this way. Yeah, I wish the banner would be just a little bit smaller maybe, huh? Okay, well, hopefully that helps. I can see it above the banner now, right above my messy stamping. All right, actually, I'm going to move that over there so I can work over here. Okay, so we have crumb cake. And no, I don't mean the actual cake. This is crumb cake cardstock. This is 11 inches by 4 1/4, folded in half at 5 1/2. So we're doing the lengthwise one. And the first thing we have to do is get our Scripty embossing folder, which is here. And the words go this way. So we're going to put it in, actually this way. I'm going to put it right up to the crack and up to the top, the crack here and the top. So I get those top words on it. And I have to take it over here to my machine. These dies just do not want to stay where they belong. So I'm bringing out my handy dandy. Now Stampin' Up! Has a new plate specifically for these dies, but let me show you my sandwich. I mean, not dies, for the embossing folders. So I have this Big Shot platform, which I use a big kick. And then I have this thin adapter, which I have to take off for the embossing folders. And then I have a bottom plate, which is really used up, and a top plate, which I try not to use. I messed up a couple times because that way it's blue, and I know. And apparently the 3D embossing plate is also blue, but it's not turquoise. So I take the blue one off, and then I put my paper pumpkin cardboard down, which fits just nicely. And then I put the seam of the embossing folder going in, and that is my sandwich for these embossing folders. So the cardboard would be replaced with the blue embossing plate if you so choose. And I think it's $10. And I just run it through one time, and it comes out really nice. I don't know. You're going to be able to see it better soon because we are going to, quote unquote, distress it. Now, the last time I did it with, this little sponge, but I am not happy with that because it made it really sort of splotchy. So I'm looking for, I'm going to get out another sponge, a regular sponge, and cut one. Because I don't know where I put mine. Oh, there they are. Hang on. I have them up here. All right, let's see. Do I have one that's sort of brown? There's a blank side. We'll use that one. I should probably just throw them in the wash. Is everybody still there? People watching. Okay. So, yeah, I think that'll work better. It won't be quite such intense color all in one area. And I'm just going to Lightly go over the words and make them pop off the page. Nothing new. You guys have probably done this before. I like how it makes it show up, and it's still got a little splotchy, but not as bad as the little sponge. And I'm not going to worry too much about the middle here because that's going to be mostly covered up anyway. And then I'll just go around the edges too. And this layer is 5 1/4 by 4 because we have a layer under it. I can't see my likes because I'm in, you know what, hang on. Let me go into my phone on YouTube because I can't see. I can see how many people are watching, but I can't see any thumbs up. So thank you for that, Clay, for mentioning that. Let me just quick go into that if I can get to it. That's what I have to do on Wednesday nights with Kathy. Okay, so the next step is to cut this out. And I cut this out using our champagne foil. It's not silver, it's more champagne. It's sort of a light tan. I don't know if you can tell better on here or not. It's definitely not silver. It's sort of a cross between silver and gold or something, I guess. Champagne, the color of champagne. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are still here. So let me see. My current live streams. Ooh, there I am. Wow. Sorry. So what I did is I cut it out. I cut this piece to be 5 3/8 this way by 4 1/8. Just enough to have a little border around here. But you can see I used it to cut this strip out as well as this. And these are from the dies that go with the Band Together set. Really cool pieces. But you're not going to see that, so it's going to be under here. And what I'm going to do actually is glue these together before I glue them down onto here. Let me get my little glue bottle. Yeah, it's a little bit of pink, but not. Yes, there's a little bit of a pink tone to it, but it's not a lot. So anyway, whatever champagne looks like, that's what it looks like. And it's really pretty. I actually almost prefer it over the silver or the gold. So, oh, now I can see. 9 watching, it says. Cool. And 5 thumbs ups. All right. So let's glue this down. I'm just going to put this right around the edge. And this is my favorite little glue that I won't name. But you know what? You could get these little bottles and put your Tombow Mono glue in too, and that would work all right too. And I do have my Tombow, but this bottle's almost empty, so I'm gonna finish it. Possibly tonight. The next card will be a more colorful one, and the next card is going to be our messy colorful one. And that's going to be a lot of fun. At least I thought it was when I made it today. So now I just have to make sure I have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. It's sort of straight, and there we go. I can't drink champagne though. It definitely gives me a headache. I cannot, I mean, once in a, great while, I guess, but not usually. All right, now the next thing we're going to do actually is we're going to stamp our sentiment, celebrate the day, the best day ever. And that should be right here. Hang on. Yes, here's the stamp set, and I thought I had the stamp out. But let me see if I do or not. Nope, I don't. Okay. It's right here. I have some other ones out. Now the question is, do I have a block to put it on? I don't know. I have one block left to use. And we're going to stamp that in crumb cake. And just on this very vanilla. Oh, I forgot to mention, this was very vanilla that we did the embossing on. So, oops, I got a little piece there. So I always like to stamp first and then die cut next, because if I don't, I'll get it crooked. There we go. And now I'll clean this on my stamp chamois that I love. And I'll put my pin back in my glue bottle temporarily. And now the only thing is I have to find the die that I thought I had out here. Bear with me, guys. You don't like the fuzzies? They go up your nose sometimes, right? tingling up the nose. We don't like that. Yeah. I'm not going to put this on here yet because you see I had to I could snip them, but I'm going to bend them around. But I have to get this cut out first, which means I have to figure out where the die disappeared to. That's a different one. You guys having a good week? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had that die out. That's not good. I hope I didn't drop it somewhere. Uh-oh. Whoa. Well, we might be using a punch. No, I need that oval. This is bothersome. I thought I was so organized. I had everything on the little tray, but my die is missing. And I'm panicking, which I don't need to do. So hang on. Bear with me. Yep. I have to get these on a magnet because they are not staying on the sticky. Well, this is a good question. Hang on. And it's not in the next project. Uh-oh. I guess it was a bad idea to put that in there. All right, I'm going to have to use an oval, a different oval out of the little ovals. Hopefully, a stitched oval maybe. But it's not going to fit exactly on like it did in the last. Let's see, that's going to be wider. And this is too small. Oh well, we'll give it a try. I might just have to manually cut it down. That's bothering me now. My new die. Okay. Leave it to Deb. I'll tell you what. Get my sandwich back together again. Nope. Just moved on me. If you guys see a little oval laying anywhere, let me know. Yeah, well, we might just have to make it do. I don't know. Very disheartening. I lost my little oval already. And I'll find it as soon as we're done tonight. No doubt. I had it all on a little tray. And I'm sure as soon as I lifted that tray up, it fell somewhere. Just really bothering me. Oh, well. All right. I'm gonna get glue on it or something. Okay, never mind. We're gonna make do with it. We're just gonna put it right there, center it as best we can. I'm gonna glue that right down. It is hot here, and actually I just turned my window AC off and I'm already hot. They're calling for an excessive heat wave the next through Friday or Saturday, and thunderstorms the next 2 days. Surprise, surprise. So, but the heat, excessive heat, is the bothersome part. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to glue this down back here and center it on the card. Okay, looks pretty centered to me. And then we're going to bend these around. And I'm just going to get my, no, maybe I'm not. Huh. Guess I'll get my fast fuse. Nope. Oh, that must be what fell earlier. Well, I'll use this one. I just needed something to tack it down. This is not the snail because my snail has disappeared too. I think I have gremlins in my house. Oh my. Anyway, I'm not sure I like that one. It's crooked. Okay, that looks all right. And then we're going to glue this down. So, and then if you see this one, I have these little things on here. Those actually are what popped out of here, 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 and here. And I just used them to do the edging. 111. Ugh. We're supposed to get up to almost 100. Or maybe it is 100 on, I think, Friday. I don't know. I feel like if I wanted to be that hot, I'd be in Texas or Florida or somewhere. I don't want to be this hot. But some people swear there's no global warming, but I really think there is. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Oops, let's put it on right side up. And we just have 1/8 of an inch going around. And there's our front. Not so hard. I will say when you run this through your machine, this fancy die that has an oval to it also that I can't find. Anyway, when you run this one through your machine, go back and forth, like back, forth, back, forth. Do it 4 times, and then you will need a tool such as this, which Stampin' Up! Does sell a head that now goes on the take your pick tool to do that. I've had this in my stash for a while. And then you'll also need the pokey end of your take your pick or some kind of pokey tool to get a few of the tiny little ones out and to pop it out of the thing. But it does come out pretty well if you just follow that. It's not that hard at all. Now, one thing I will say is these new dies, they are not as sticky like the other ones. You used to have to practically break your die to get them off the paper. You don't have to do that anymore, but they also don't seem to stay on the sticky as much. So I'm going to have to get them all on magnet sheets real soon. So, because I don't know what happened to my oval. Anyway, we'll live, right? We will live. Okay, so that's the outside, except for these little things, which I have in a baggie here from when I cut this out. Yeah, brushes are good for that. Okay, and we're going to just glue them on with wet glue too, but let me place them first because they do have direction. I think they kind of made it look cool. I actually saved this little center part too. I thought I'd make a little crown or something, but I wasn't feeling using that. And I'm going to use the sticky part of my Take Your Pick tool to hold these while I glue them. Just going to hold it upright. Oops, sorry, I'm down below. Down below the thing again. That's going to be hard to get used to, actually. I'm not sure I like that. That's okay, Donna. Not a problem. We're on the first card. You'll have to rewatch because I've already talked about next week's drawing. I'll try and remember to do it at the end again too. Oops. So let me get that again. I'm just using my Take Your Pick tool to glue these little things on. And I'm using StreamYard since Google Hangouts is going away. This is sort of my solo test. I tested it with Kathy's cards earlier today for our live tomorrow night because it's on my channel on Wednesday night. And we're doing altered composition books tomorrow night. For Justine's Camp Kangaroo. So I owe her 3 more books, and I'm going to try and do at least 2 of them on the live tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. But definitely want to get them done and out next week, and I want to get everybody's mail out the door. That one's a little bit off, but it's all good. Okay, let me close my glue up. Now, on this one here, I had stamped the big flower from the Band Together. There is not a die for this whole flower. There is a die for this part if you just want that part. But I stamped it off onto here and on Very Vanilla, and I used the Celebrate from Praiseworthy Prose, which we've used before. It says to commemorate with festivities, a happy day, rejoice in merriment. So celebrate the best day ever, and then what the definition is. And I had 2 little strips of the champagne foil that I put at the top and bottom. But on this card, we're going to do it a little different. We'll still use the Celebrate. And I don't think we're going to use the flower, but we will use some Very Vanilla cardstock. Let me just see something. Yeah, not that one. We'll use, I have to cut this, so bear with me. Am I still using those composition books you bought all at once? Actually, I just sent 9 of them to Justine, and I have, I bought some more the other day. Walmart has them for 50 cents right now, at least at my Walmart. When I bought the other ones, I had bought them, I think I had bought 10 of them for 17 cents at Target's after the back to school clearance kind of thing. So, now I'm cutting this piece of Very Vanilla to 4 by 5 1/4. And I think what we're going to just do is put this at the bottom instead. But let's stamp our sentiment first in case I get it crooked, that kind of thing. I can't flip it over because look, I have something on the back. I repurpose. Anyway, my stamp. Praiseworthy Prose. Is it in here? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take out the Celebrate one. Put this Celebrate one on. Get my crumb cake. And I think I'm going to edge around the, in fact, let me do that. Well, let me stamp first in case I have to cut a new piece of card. All right, I'm going to stand up so I can. And it's crooked. It's not that crooked. You know what? I'm going to use it. Oops. Normally I would redo, but I'm not redoing tonight. Let me clean my stamp though. All right. So that is the Praiseworthy Prose Celebrate. One of these days I'll use some of the other ones. I think you guys are going to like the last card that we do best. I don't know. I do. I know that. We'll put this Celebrate away in here. Just so I don't lose them too. Okay. And now we're going to put this on here. So we'll just, I think I'm actually going to use a snail type thing. Just go across here. And then we'll bend it over. Thank you, Clay. Just a tiny bit crooked. Well, that way they'll know it's homemade, right? No, I have a cart that I have on my snails and tools in and stuff falls down the side sometime, and I think somehow my snail fell down too. Like I said, gremlins. Yes, I really like these too. At first I was a little bit intimidated by them because I think they can do something else besides what I'm doing. But I have to watch more videos at Stampin' Up and refresh my memory from what I thought I saw. Actually, during the last, what do you call that? The big meeting they have. Anyway, they're on, I don't know, maybe they're coming back now, but there was an incentive trip, and some of the people that earned it got to go to Greece just recently. So that is what we're going to do on this one. Just another fancy champagne border and that. And I think it's cute. And I forgot to distress the edges. Oh, well. We'll do the whole card one. So there's our first one. Hope you like them. They probably do. And I think there's something like that. You wait for me. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, the second one uses the same stamp set, but it looks entirely different. And this is what it looks like. Hi, Night Fear. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. So this one, we are going to be using a new color, Pretty Posy. And we're going to be using the You Are Amazing stamp out of the Band Together. It's right here. And also, So Grateful We Are Friends up at the top there. We're not using the Praiseworthy Prose this time. And there's the other stamp. Memento black ink this time. And the Stamparatus. We will be using the big flower in the Stamparatus. And that is what we're going to do first, actually. So I'm not sure where to position things here that you can see. There, maybe there, because you're going to get glare. So I already have the card pieces cut, except for the oval, which I'm going to need again too. Oh, guess what? I found my oval. It was in this card. Yay! I thought I had it ready. All right. Anyway, we are going to stamp this big flower, and we're going to stamp it a little bit off the edge over here on Whisper White. And then guess what, guys? They don't have the Purple Posy ink yet, but they do have the Purple Posy Stampin' Blends, and they also have the In Color Stampin' Write markers, which has the Purple Posy in it. So if you really want the Purple Posy like I did, you can get it. You can get the paper too. But in the In Color, the stamp, these are dye-based markers. So you get 5 of them. I think they're $15. You get Purple Posy, Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, Terracotta Tile, and Rococo Rose. So, but tonight we're going to be using the alcohol markers in Pretty Posy and Old Olive, Light and Dark, and Daffodil Delight, Light and Dark for the center. But first, we have to stamp it. And I put it on here because my Memento ink pad is not that juicy, and I'm trying to use this one up. Let me make sure that's where I want it. That actually is about right. Maybe down, maybe move this up just a little bit. Trying not to put my magnets together. There we go. Okay. I'll try it now. Yes, the Pretty Posy ribbon. You're right. We are going to be using the Pretty Posy ribbon. And actually the other side on all these is this plain linen looking stuff. And supposedly you can take the, it's like glued on or something. You can take the Purple Posy off, but we're going to use it as it is. I just was feeling like a Purple Posy tonight. Today, earlier anyway. All right, so we're going to stamp using Memento Black, which is good for using with alcohol markers. Not good for using with watercolors. And we'll see how we do. Actually, it got pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So yay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my kind of dirty chamois over and clean it while it's on the, because this is a big stamp. Big stamp. And the dies do cut out this flower, but not the whole thing. It's wide ribbon. It is a little bit stiff ribbon. I mean, it's not your super flexible ribbon, but it's fine for going in a straight line on a card or something. And I'll just let that on there for now and put it away later. Okay, so now we have to color. So this is going to be a slow part. And unfortunately, I didn't have time to pre-do it. So you're going to have to watch me color, which I do so at. Hang on. I'm trying to close my glue. Am I above the banner? There we go. All right. So this is the light. Some people say start with the dark, but I don't. I do the light first. And I'm using the softer painty end. And I won't be able to read comments much while I'm doing this. And I am just going to go and do all the purple petals first. And I just do basic coloring. And then I go back and do my dark where the lines are and a little bit. This is a really pretty color. It's a I wasn't sure about it when I first saw it on screen, but it's sort of a pinky purple and it's really pretty. I like it a lot in the alcohol markers anyway. And I'm not a real purple girl, but I like this because it's almost, like I said, a pinky purple. But I know there's a lot of purple fans out there too, so that's all good. And the paper's really pretty too, as you can see. The good news is alcohol markers don't take too long to color with. But I just don't want to get out of the line too much. Now they will go through the paper, so don't put this, don't put, don't like have a card base and color right on it, because then you'll have it inside your card with alcohol markers. So they do go through your paper. And this is the regular Whisper White. It's not the Whisper White thick, but it goes through the thick also. And the painty tip obviously gives you faster, bigger coverage, but small areas I do use the fine tip, which by the way is a lot finer than the Spectrum Noir markers anyway. I can't speak for Copics because I've never owned one. But I know Spectrum Noir has like that nubby end. This is the tip, the other tip. So it's a nice fine tip on the one end. These are the Stampin' Blends. They're $4.50 a piece or $9 for the combo. Of the light and dark. Each color comes with light and dark of the colors they have available. So it makes it really easy if you're trying to do blending and stuff. For beginners especially like me. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. And did I color? Yeah. Sometimes if I'm doing a big area, I will stop and blend and then go on and do, but on this flower, I don't think it really matters that much. Now for something like little mice, you might need to do that more often, that are more intricate and need more blending. The other tip is don't go all the way up to the line. Sometimes I forget and do that because sometimes they will bleed outside the line. They don't seem to be doing that tonight for me, thank goodness. Now I was a little confused on whether this one was part of the flower or part of the leaf, but I'm making it part of the flower. Okay, so that's all the light. Then we're going to get our dark, and I'm going to use the other end. And really what I do is I just go where these lines are. That's how I start. But then sometimes I'll go around the edge down here a little bit more, because it's always darker in the center. And then I'll pull that out into the flower with the light again. And I'll check chat in just a second. And I'm not an expert at coloring. Probably never will be, but that's okay. Now this time I'll use the other end. No, these are Stampin' Ups, Jackie. This is Stampin' Up Night. These are called the Stampin' Blends. I do have Spectrum Noir, but I don't use them much anymore. Stampin' Up has Stampin' Blends in many of the colors that they sell. And each color comes in a light and a dark. So these are both purple posy, but they come in light and dark. And now I'm just kind of using circular motions and trying to get that dark blended in better with the leaves, the petals, excuse me. And welcome, Jackie, if I didn't say hi to you earlier. All right, now let's do the blending on this one. And that'll dry a little better, but I think it's pretty. Except my eyes are watering. Oh my goodness. Mm. Okay, I think I'll just do that. Maybe down here a little bit. And here. Okay, and then we'll get the light out again. And I'm just going to go in circular motion again. And I go up to almost the petal edge, but not all the way up. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'll take a look at it in a minute. Excuse me, my eyes are watering. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. How are you doing? Good crowd tonight. How many do we have? 13 people watching. Yay. All right, cool. Thank you for joining me. The last card, we're on the second card. The last one is going to be the most fun, I think. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to use Old Olive, light and dark, and I'm going to, again, start with the light. Now for the stem, I'm going to use the end I have more control with, just because I know me, and I'll go out of the lines if I use the other one. It's possible I'll go out of the lines with this one. That's okay. We can color outside the lines, right? So this is the most time-consuming part of this card. But the next one's going to be I think the next one's going to be the most fun. I don't know, just me. Because it's going to be using a product that I hadn't used before today. Woohoo. It's loads of fun. I could play with it all day long. Except I wouldn't have enough paper to do it. Oops, I almost went out there. So if you're just coming in, we already did our drawing from July 2nd in the beginning. And next week we're drawing for little fuzzy flower centers, but you have to answer the question I asked earlier, which I'll repeat at the end of the video. And Justine is having a Stampin' Up party, so be sure to order something using her host code, which I showed at the beginning of this video, and it will be down below the video once it goes up. Plus, it's under my video I did last night introducing her party, so be sure to help her out. Yeah, guys, come on with the likes. Thank you, Donna. Suzanne. Oh, hi, Suzanne. Yes, they are alcohol-based. Just like Spectrum Noir or Copics, I guess. I mean, they're both alcohol-based. So this is the dark Old Olive. And I'm going to do just a little bit up these stems because it would be dark down around these stems, right? At least that's my feeling. And the underneath side of this leaf. And maybe just a little bit here. And that's all I'm really going to do on that. And then I'll blend it a little better. But you can't see. I have to get used to these banners on, what is this called? StreamYard. Because they're over the bottom portion of my desk, and I don't really like that because I'm having to reach further up my desk to let you guys be able to see. Anyway, but I think the picture is probably clearer and stuff. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll overcome that. Have to, because Google Hangouts is going away supposedly August 1st. And right now this is free. There is a pay option too, but I'm not going to pay for it. I think that would be more if you're going to have like corporate meetings and you need to be able to see everybody in the meeting and stuff. Okay, I think I didn't blend that real good there. Okay, now we're going to do the daffodil, and this one I'm not even going to blend anything. I'm just going to put the dark part into the middle. You could actually use one of those fuzzy centers in here, but I'm going to save them for something else. I think I got that. And then I'll just use the light around the edge. This is Daffodil Delight. And that's the thing too about the blends, is they coordinate with the inks and the paper colors that Stampin' Up has. Now they don't have the blends in every color, but they have quite a few of them. My storage thing only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 open spots now out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 3. What's that? Who's the math whiz? 27 and 14, 41, something like that. So there's our coloring done. Not bad. There is a way to change the banner. Maybe if I make it shorter, let me see if I can do that. I'll put, I can hide that one. Oh, I don't want that one to show either. And we'll add, what is this called? Band Together. That's not really much. Where'd it go? Huh. Yeah, not much shorter. Oh, well. No, I don't film with my phone. I have my laptop to my left and a webcam P180 or something like that I got off Amazon, hooked onto an arm that's now in front of me, and my camera's sort of twisted around so it doesn't shoot at me. My phone is about ready to go in the junk pile. Anyway, okay, so we're going to be using Pretty Posy cardstock. See, pretty, pretty, pretty. And this is part of the designer series paper for the color family of the In Colors. It comes in 6x6. I've shown this before, but you get several different patterns for each color. Like here's Rococo Rose, and it has that pattern and that pattern and a scripty pattern this year and this, and all the In Colors, or each of the color families actually, but this is from the In Color 2019 to 21. So the back of this is the it's real faint, but it has those diagonal dotted lines. So we're going to use the gingham, and then this is going to go on here, but not before we take our ribbon and put it around. So I want to kind of put that right through where those flowers are. So let me get my non-snail snail. I cannot find the other one. I'm actually going to try and put it on the ribbon. If it doesn't work, oh, it looks like it'll work. Because it's harder to put glue dots on. And then we'll just wrap it around and do the same thing on the back. Pretty. Once the coloring's done, it's a pretty easy card. And then we have to stamp. Actually, we can glue that down now. And I'll use wet glue for that. You go, okay, well, I used to do that, Donna, but my phone is an iPhone 5S. And right now, it's a piece of crap. It doesn't hold a charge more than like for one phone call's worth of effort. And there's no storage on it whatsoever. And I've taken, you know, even if I take all the email off and all the pictures and everything, and I hardly have any apps other than my email and Instagram, for example, and Facebook, I guess. But it just, I can't do anything on it. It just drains it immediately. And I have it plugged in right now just to be able to check YouTube every now and then on my phone. Yeah. Pretty flowers. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you, Donna. I don't know. I thought, I think you can only do lives. Well, you have over 1,000 subscribers, so you can. I guess we'll put this down on here a while too. Just go ahead and glue it down. And then we'll do our stamping of our sentiment. Okay, I'm going to stand up so I can see to put it on straight, hopefully. Down a little bit, Deb. So this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's a standard A2 size. The purple gingham behind it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I actually made this a little too big. I only made it an inch smaller, and I had that this way on this one, but I cut it down so you could see more of the gingham, and I forgot to do that on this one, but it's okay. Now, this is another die in the Band Together bundle, and I've already done it, and it has these little sort of flat edges, and they exactly fit the width of the ribbon, so we're going to put that there. It also has these leaf dies, and I have gone ahead and cut them out of the new colored vellum that we sell. It comes in 3 colors in the pack: the old olive, the petal pink, and a yellow. It's called Perennial Essence Vellum Cardstock. It's 12 by 12, and you get 12 sheets, so I guess you get 4 of each color. So really pretty vellum. They also sell the clear vellum still, and we're going to put them under too. But the first thing we're going to do is our sentiments. So let me get my inside and my little thing I'm going to cut. So on the outside, we're going to put "You are amazing," because you all are. Yep, I do. And this I'm practicing tonight, even though it's not a group live, because I could just do YouTube upload, but I wanted to practice to make sure I get used to it before tomorrow, because tomorrow the group live is on my channel. So I sort of have to know what I'm doing a little bit. So Kathy helped walk me through it a little bit today. And it's pretty easy, actually. It's easier than Google Hangouts, I have to say. It just takes a little getting used to some things, like the banner and and stuff. But you'll see when, if you've seen any of Tina's when there's 2 or more people on, I think it's so much clearer picture, and you can see more of what everybody's doing. Oops, I need this out still. All right, I'm going to go die cut this. I just have to turn around and die cut this with my oval that I found. Yay. So happy. All right. Are you getting excited for the 3rd card that you don't know what it is yet? Wait till you see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. I'm going to put this die away so I do not lose it again. So bear with me. This has to go in this little pouch. Okay. All right. Now that can get put. No, it can't. All right. So we have that. That goes. I'm going to stamp the inside sentiment first, which is, so grateful we are friends. And we are not doing that way. We're going to try and stamp it right onto the paper. And the reason I had to do that is because I stamped right on the paper and I got a big splotchy thing at the bottom of the stamp. So this is blank on both sides, just in case. We're going to try and get it straight. Yes, you can do multiple people with this. And I can't show you because there's not more than one person on. Now, I don't know if you can do it on the phone or not. I'm on like my laptop. I think it's better on a laptop or a tablet, maybe. No, I can't do live on my phone. Nope. I used to do videos on my phone, but I don't even do that anymore. All right, I am going to put this down a little bit. And this has to go over a little bit because I don't know what it is. I must have crooked arms, eyes, hands. I'm not sure. Everything. That looks a little better. We'll go with that side. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the inside before we finish the outside. So I just took an extra strip of the paper with the gingham. And I'm going to glue it down, then snip that little extra piece off. Actually, I'm going to glue right here. I think I'm running out of glue. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that in our card. Get these markers out of the way so I have more room on my desk. I don't know if you can do this on your phone or not. It asks you when you go in, I think, on what device you're using. And it asks you whether you want to use this for Facebook, YouTube, and there's some other options I forget. So I think you can use it on multiple venues, but some of them might cost money. I don't know enough about it. All right, I might be switching to my Tombow pretty soon. Which actually, if I can make it through this card and switch for the next one, that will be just fine. Okay. And now we made this a little bit smaller. I'm shaking. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. All right, now we'll assemble this. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this down onto here. Right in the center. And then, oops, I want to do something. I want to do a Donna trick. Stick that little guy under there. Yeah, this is really pretty. This is the purple posy. And then we're going to use dimensionals on this. So we'll put one here, and one here, and one here, and one here. We only need 4. We probably don't even need that many, but we're using 4. And I'm going to go ahead and put it down a while. And I want it over just a little bit, but centered on that ribbon, like that. And now these, what I'm going to do is get glue dots, if I can find them. No, here they are. Using the round ones. I actually, honestly, I think these round ones are stronger than the paper pumpkin ones. Don't know for sure, but it just seems like it to me. Plus, I just like you can just pop it on there and go like that. So we'll just stick this one down in here underneath. Maybe over a little bit more there. And then we're going to put one at the bottom. And the one side is lighter, or you can't see. The one side is lighter and the other side is the shinier, brighter color. I'm going with the brighter this time, the old olive color. I'm just sticking that down under there. And then to finish it off, I close my glue bottle up so it doesn't dry up. To finish it off, we use the new In Color Faceted Dots for 2019 to 21. And I'm going to use, guess what? The purple posy. So we're going to use we're going to use one of each size. And we're just going to put one down here. And a medium one up here. And a little itty bitty one right here. And that concludes our card. Card number 2. So there's one. Now I know you're getting excited for card number 3, right? So yeah, there is the second card. So far we have 2. We have sort of an elegant vintage one. Actually, it goes like that. And then we have our bright, colorful, cheery one, which I love. I love that one. And now we're going to get even brighter because we're going to play and make a mess. We're going to play. I was playing earlier today. We're going to use Tasteful Textures. We're not going to use the dies, but I wanted to show you, well, we might use the dies. I showed you these in a haul. These are a bundle with the Tasteful Textures. So I was playing around and testing. Obviously, I didn't line it up, but it only went down to about here, and then you can loop it around again and do a continuous string. You just have to get it straighter than I do. And then this cuts out this, but there is a stamp that is the same pattern there, and it will line up. I just didn't do that. And then this is this one that cuts out, and that is similar but not exact as this, so it is different. But yeah, I did cut them. So those are things that you want to know where you want them on your card front or your paper, whatever you're using it for, because they're going to make like an opening, for example, for a shaker or a window or something, or just an edge over here. These two would make like openings for, they don't cut the pieces cut out, but they don't cut out the shape. They cut the shape into the paper. I hope that's making sense. So I was just playing with them to see how they worked. I'm probably going to use this one as a stencil sometime, possibly tonight, but I don't think so. I think we'll save that for another video. I love textures and stuff. So I was playing with that. I also got out the medium daisy punch we're going to use. Sorry for blinging you out there. And I got out my, where'd I put them? Pigment Sprinkles. These are so much fun, guys. So much fun. I love them. Let me show you the card I did and the other pieces I did. Here's the card I made. Isn't that so cool? The background I did with Pigment Sprinkles. Then I used Stays On, and I used the stamp in the this stamp in the Tasteful Textures several times going up the side. I also used this one with Stays On down on the bottom. And then I added, of course, ribbon in Granny Apple Green. The colors I used were Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight, I believe, on this one. So that is what I did. And then the daisy I punched out in Bermuda Bay twice, well, 4 times, and Granny Apple Green twice. And then these are the they're called glitter enamel dots, and they come in a sheet that has a lot of Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Gorgeous Grape, which I've used the least of. So the other ones I did, this is the first one I did. Oh, I'm just throwing my daisies around. This is the first one I did, and I think I'm going to save this and use it with maybe the Winterwoods trees, and do something like a forest with this one. Love it. Cool. Which one? Tanisha, you like this one? Because it has blue. It's sort of a blue-green, but I think it's gorgeous. And then inside I just put a white with a small little daisy. See, I was stamping here. But this one I'll do another day. But I thought we'd do this one, unless you guys want to play around and get messy with me and make a different card front. This one, I used the colors Melon Mambo, Mango Melody, and Daffodil Delight. So pretty cool. But I thought we'd do the same thing, and I punched out daisies in Melon Mambo and Mango Melody. And then I thought we could do the texturing and the stamping on it and assemble and so forth. But I can get messy with you if you want. I can get messy, and I'm going to get messy. I'll just show you how to do it because people aren't familiar with these. I wasn't familiar with these. They had Brusho before, and they don't have them this year because they replaced it with this. So I do have a piece. Use watercolor paper. This is Stampin' Up's old watercolor paper, but I'm going to use mine up. They have a new one. It's called Pro something or other. I can't remember. Let me get some more scrap paper up here because this is messy. That's not big enough. That's big enough. Scrap paper. What colors would you like me to try? I can use 2 or 3 colors. Anybody? You want to try purple this time? How about purple and pink? Would that work? We'll get out Melon Mambo and Gorgeous Grape. And see, these colors actually coordinate with the Stampin' Up colors too. So I'm not seeing anybody answering. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go with purple and pink. All right, so how these work, they have a twist off lid, and then you don't have to have a push pin like you did with the Brusho. They have a little flip top cap. I just got skin or something on me. And it's not going to look like much when I first do this. I'm going to put the purple at the bottom. Make sure I'm in screen here. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap very gently. And you'll start to see little dots. And that is probably enough. Believe it or not. Blue for sure? Okay. Tanisha likes her blue with me. All right, we'll do blue next. This is the, well, blue is Bermuda Bay, so it's sort of a blue-green. Ooh, that's a little much. You don't really even need that much, I've discovered, because the first one I did, this one, I really tapped hard, and I got really oversaturation. It was running off the card. And then this is Melon Mambo. So we'll give it a try and see what happens. It's like playing. I'm playing, but my fingers are dyed as well. Sorry, let me put these back in the box real quick. And then what you get out is your Just Water spritzer. Oh, I forgot to do something on the first card. Oops. Oh, well. All right. And then you just start spritzing. And boom! Look at that. I love it. And the more water you get, you could leave it like that and have little speckles, or if you keep going, then it gets saturated and runs. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I think that's where I'll, one more squirt down here on the purple. Isn't that fun? It's like magic. Okay, guys, I don't know if I know how to mute this, but I have to use the heat thing. All right, I see where to do it. I will be back as soon as I'm done blow drying this. That wasn't too long. I have to stop up a few puddles. So I'm like, can you tell I'm a child of the 70s? I kind of like the tie-dye stuff going on here. Anyway, really a lot of fun. But you don't exactly know, at least I don't know, what result I'm going to get. So that's really all you do. This one looks really cool. I don't know if you can see it. It has, like, some of the sparkles didn't dissolve, and it makes almost like a metallic look there. And then here you can see all the different colors that make up the Melon Mambo. I think it's really cool. Only 6 people watching. Boo-hoo. Anyway, I think it's a lot of fun. So that's what I did to get to these and this. But now we're going to take that further. I'm sorry. I thought I hit unmute. I'm so sorry. Here I was talking the whole time. So did you like that process? I thought it was fun. I'm just using the Stays On cleaner to clean the Stays On that I used off my stamps, because it's the only thing that really cleans Stays On off good. And let me move these out of the way somewhere. Okay. So I used the background stamps that were out of the Tasteful Textures, this one at the bottom and this flower a couple times here. And now we're going to go ahead and cut a stamper sentiment as soon as I figure out what I'm going to stamp it on. A scrap of white, which I thought I had here. Yep, I do. Okay, we're going to stamp our sentiment, which is tight time to do what makes your soul happy. And we're going to use Melon Mambo this time. Yeah, I'm back. I meant to be back sooner than that. I just had the heat gun on, and I thought I hit unmute, but I guess I didn't. Oops. Anyway. So we're going to just stamp this up here somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't matter if it's crooked, which is what I like about this, because I'm going to punch it out. And now what I'm going to use is the Starburst punch. Which is here, which is about 2 1/8 inch wide. And then I have to see if I have a scrap of, yeah, maybe we'll use, I guess we'll use Mango Melody because I don't have a scrap of the pink. And this is the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. And we'll just put that away. So we're trying to get a similar look to this one. And this is Granny Apple Green ribbon, but they don't have that in like Melon Mambo. So the ribbon I picked is actually not Melon Mambo or Mango Melody. It's Crushed Curry, but it's this crinkled seam binding ribbon. It's real thin and soft. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to wrap that around the card again. Let me get that non-snail out again. Let's see, I want it about here. Oh, I just heard thunder. Uh-oh. And then we're going to go like that. And let me get my scissors and snip it a little bit. Might not be Melon Mambo, but I think it goes okay, right? Or Mango Melody. Looks pretty good with those colors right there, I think. So I'm going with it. And that's just to tack that down a little bit. And then we can actually glue this down now. And I'm going to use my Tombow because I'm almost out of the other glue. So I really like the Pigment Sprinkles. They're a lot of fun. And I bought the Brusho that they used to have. I never got to use it, but those were not in the Stampin' Up colors, and these are. So I would love it if they got even more colors, but I guess I can't be greedy. All right, so now we're just going to put this on. It's watercolor paper, so it's harder to stick down. And actually, it's better to use the Tombow with that. I'll get any extra off here and here in a little while. Yeah, sticking to me. Okay. Let me rub my hands a little bit. And now, no, I shouldn't have put that away. I need to put a little bit of tack under here, just a little, just to keep that from flying. Oops. Sorry, I dropped my glue again. Okay. Now I had gotten out my daisy, but that's for the inside. Let's go ahead and stamp that actually before I forget. Everything's sticking to me now. Hi, Carmen. Yay, Carmen's in the house. We're on our third card. Look, we've been doing pigment sprinkles and mixed media kind of texture stamping kind of stuff. And now we're just stamping a little daisy in Melon Mambo. And if I lose you guys, it's because there is a big old thunderstorm happening right now. Just started. But we're coming down the home stretch, so hopefully we'll make it through this card because this is the last card. I'll show them all at the end. And actually, let's go ahead and glue this in too. Let's see if I have more of this glue left. So this is our brightest, colorfulest card tonight. Oops. Nice, bright, cheery card. And I bet I forgot to stamp a sentiment on it first. Oh well. Well, maybe I didn't have a sentiment on the inside of this. Okay, so now we'll glue these together and then we'll put them up on dots. And this was obviously reused from something else. I don't waste my scraps. I reuse them as much as I can. Although I'll tell you what, I'm kind of getting tired of looking at my scrap bin. Hi, Crafty Beginnings. How are you? For a psychedelic party. I love it. I think it's beautiful. So colorful. Oh man, do you guys hear this thunder? Ugh. Anyway. Yes, I'm a product of the 70s. What can I say? 60s and 70s. But I was a pretty good kid most of the time. Anyway. I had a little bit of 9th and 10th grade were challenges for me from a social perspective and being good and stuff. But anyway, take time to do what makes your soul happy, which is what I was doing today, making this stuff. So now these are all punched from the brand new little, or actually they call it medium daisy punch. So I punched out 4 in Melon Mambo and 2 in Mango Melody. And all you have to do to assemble, hang on, I have a hair sticking to me, cat hair. My fingers got gluey. I better use a baby wipe because I don't want to get painty stuff. And here's the one we just did. Woo-woo. Isn't that pretty? See that? I'll save that for another one. And I have this one yet to do something with too. So loads of fun. You missed most of it. We have about maybe 15 more minutes here. I usually start at 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday nights, usually. Ooh, big thunder boom. And I'm just going to take my fingernails and curl these just a little bit. My fingers are still purple, look. Pinky purple. I bet my cat's scared downstairs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out when I'm done. And I hope this loads to my channel like the other lives do on Google Hangouts or on YouTube Live. I'm hoping. So, because I'm telling you guys, go comment at the end once I upload it for the drawing next week. You have to answer the question I asked earlier, which I'll pull out in a minute. Okay. So what we're going to do is just, oops, that slid. Just trying to offset these so their spaces are closed up a bit. And you have a little bit of time to do that with wet glue, but not much. Not enough. Not enough. And I'm just going to glue them down. And then I'll put centers in them in a moment. And then we'll do the Mango Melody. Hi, Jelly Bean Junction. Wow, we're getting some new people tonight. Cool. I mean, not new, but new to the live. We're almost done. We're making cards using Pigment Sprinkles by Stampin' Up, which are these little sprinkles, and you just sprinkle them on and spritz them with water, and magic happens. I love it. But it's a little messy. My fingers are a little messy, but I still love it. And then we made 2 other cards not using them. And then we did some stamping to add some, oops, texture stuff. Oh, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Da, da. Okay, I'll stop singing. New collaboration. No, I haven't. I have never made a journal, Carmen, my dear. I don't think I could do a journal. I'm not really a journaler, though. That's the thing. I like to watch people make them, but I don't really write in them much. I write in my planner, but I don't, not even very often on that now. The other one I'll tuck under here. Thank you. This is the first one that we did. Well, I did. And then this is the variation on it. Now see, this one, I lopped off a petal, but I'm going to use it and try and tuck that under here so it doesn't show. And I'll put it on the bottom. So the misfits get included too. Oh, your favorite is flowers? Yeah, I love flowers too. This is the medium daisy punch. And I just used it in, this is Melon Mambo cardstock by Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the US. And Justine Stone is having a party, just started. So if anybody would like any supplies, please, please, please order with me as your demo and Justine as your host, and give her credit so that she can maybe win some free product. And it's going from now till August 15th, but the sooner the better, because in July we're having bonus days, which means you earn a coupon for every $50 purchased. You get a coupon. Okay, now I lost my there it is. Take your pick tool. And I'm just going to put some of these glittery enamel dots by Stampin' Up on. I don't have in Melon Mambo, so they're all going to have to be the same. I'll put a big one in the Mango Melody color. Maybe if I get it off the paddle. I usually put a little dot of glue underneath, but I'll just go with it as it is. And there is our card. Ta-da! Pretty good. I think it's pretty. So we have a pink one and we have a blue-green one. These colors were Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight. And these were Melon Mambo, Mango Melody, and Daffodil Delight. Yeah, this is my fave too. Although this sort of reminds me of my bedroom in the 70s, which was hot pink with hot pink and orange shag rug. Your dad bought you some ink pad sets that are Stampin' Up. Yes, we do sell refills. Now, if they're the older stamp pads, I think you'll be okay on most colors, but the basic gray, and if you have a black one or something, it's not the same ink. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Jelly Bean. So let me show you the other cards we did earlier, and then we'll wrap this up. They were very different. This is our first card, and what I forgot to do on this one that we did tonight is put this on, which I'll do right now if I can find it. It's the Champagne Mist. Oh gosh, where is it? Maybe I put it away. Nope, here it is. The Champagne Mist, Shimmer Mist, just with the Wink of Stella, you know, my usual glam it up a little bit. You just take the tip of your Wink of Stella into your lid of your Shimmer Mist once you shake it in the champagne color, because that's what matches the champagne foil that we have on here. And, oops, I didn't get that round. I'll put a couple dots on. Sorry for the glare. I'm just getting used to this StreamYard, whatever it is. I think I'm going to put 5 littler dots on instead of 3 bigger ones. Okay. And then clean your Wink of Stella brush off. And there you go. That one's done. And then these are the next 2 that we did. So really pretty. We colored them in with alcohol markers and just did some layering and things. And this was in the Purple Posy new color by Stampin' Up. And also, who asked me about the ink pads? Thank you, Stamp Girl, Paige. Jelly Bean. Last year, 2018 in June, they revamped their color family. So some of the colors you have, they might not have. It just depends. Some carried over and some did not. So you'll just have to ask me by color. If you want to email me the colors and things, I can let you know. You love the foil? Yes, this is champagne foil, and that is available by Stampin' Up. We did an embossing folder called Scripty, and then I did that on very vanilla cardstock and just went over it with crumb cake on a sponge so the words would show up better. And then this die cut is from the Band Together bundle, stamp and die set. And I cut it out actually of the piece that's underneath this card and then used that as a border. So that's what I did on that one. And then inside we have another fancy border and the Praiseworthy Prose definition of celebrate. That's a different stamp set. And then our last ones are these using the medium daisy punch, our Pigment Sprinkles, and our texture, what's it called? Tasteful Textures stamp set with our stays on to add some other dimension to it. And then we did our sentiment, take time to do what makes your soul happy. That's also out of Tasteful Textures. We use this and this and this stamp here. There's a really cool vintage looking one in here, but I'm saving that for a different project. So yeah, that's it. So for next week, if you would like to win these fuzzy centers that look, flower centers that look like this, they're really cool. They're fuzzy wuzzy and they're self-adhesive, which we could have used easily on one of these like that, but I already put the blingy ones on. Anyway, if you'd like to win these or have a chance at winning these, to be put in the drawing, when this video goes up as a video, all you have to do is answer, do you like to get messy when you craft like my hands? Or not, and if not, why not? Thank you. The email is always in the description of all my videos. It's dahliadesigns57@gmail.com, but it's below every video. You might have to scroll down towards the bottom. Thank you, Crafty Beginnings. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Carmen. Purple is your favorite color. Yeah, we sort of did one in, we started to use, this is Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay, and Melon Mambo. We just did that tonight, and it sort of the sprinkles didn't dissolve all the way on some of it, but it's cool because it has sort of a metallic sheen, see? Or you can wet it more and have it do more, you know, whatever you want to do. And this looks like fireworks or a tie-dye explosion or something. It's really kind of cool. So you get all different effects. And then this one sort of thinks, I'm going to put trees or something on here because this reminds me of like the deep forest or something, and which wasn't the look I was going for, but that's how it came out. You missed that. Yeah, I did this one off camera. This one I did on camera tonight. But these are the pigment sprinkles. They come in a little box of 6. They're $23 for 6 of them, but they're going to last like forever. And the colors are Melon Mambo, Bermuda Bay, which is probably my fave, Granny Apple Green, Daffodil Delight, Mango Melody, and Gorgeous Grape. And it just, if you go back and watch that part, it just takes literally a couple little sprinkles. I probably had too much on here. You just tap it. You don't have to use a push pin. Let me show you the bottle. So this is the Bermuda Bay. The brushos you had to put a push pin in, but these have a little flip top. It's like a salt and pepper shaker almost. See the little, it's like 3 little holes, and you literally just tap a tiny bit out. Well, you can get it through Justine Stone's Stampin' Up party that she's having with me. Please order it through her. Last night I posted a video on her host code, but if you'll wait a second, I can give it to you. I just have to figure out where I put it. Here it is. Here's the host code to use if you order through Justine between now and August 15th. So have a piece of paper, S7PGBJU2. They're really fun. They're really fun to use. I can't wait to play more. I did use watercolor paper on them though, because you have to spritz them with water. I just used Stampin' Up also sells these great spritzers, and I use them to mix my champagne mist with oh, I forgot to do that too. On the first card, I actually had sprayed it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the background is sprayed with champagne mist, and I didn't do that on the one we did tonight, but I mix a little bit of the shimmer paint, which is also available in champagne mist, just a couple drops, and I mix it with alcohol. Now, they say to use 70% alcohol, but mine is 91%, and I've never had a problem. You just have to be sure to shake it up really good every time before you use it. So yeah, that's fun too. And they have that in champagne mist and frost white in the current catalog, but in the clearance rack they still also have copper and gold if you're interested. And so I just spritz it. I just have water in this one, and you just spritz it and then use your heat gun, dry, and you get all kinds of cool effects on that. So yeah, really fun. Thank you. That would be great, Carmen. I would appreciate, and I'm sure Justine will too. Yeah, 7 p.m. Tuesday. Last week I didn't do one. I was going to do it on Monday, and I was just in a real funk. I couldn't get anything going right. So, but anyway, here's Justine's code. And also, guys, remember, if you missed it, between now and the end of July, Stampin' Up's having bonus days. So for every $50 you order, you earn a coupon directly from Stampin' Up that you can use in August. $5 coupon for every $50 you order that you can then use in August. And Justine's party goes to the 15th. So if you order something now up to, $50, you'll get a $5 off coupon, and then you can go back and use that in August in a different order. You can use it till the 31st, but only to the 15th on Justine's party. So that would help Justine. It would help me. I would greatly appreciate it if you can place an order if you're in the U.S. That would be great. And also, if you want to do a prepay on Paper Pumpkin, like if you do a 6-month prepay, you can use the host code and count that also. So if you do a prepaid code to get Paper Pumpkin for 6 months or a year, that will count, and you'll get coupons also. So, and the next Paper Pumpkin kit is going to be gift bags and tags that have to do with fall. So if you like fall the way I do, yay, go for it. And prepay is the best way to go, because even though you get charged shipping, it's still cheaper. And if you do the prepay on an order with other stuff, you save on shipping even more. Hi, little crafty Nook. We're just about wrapping up here. So, yeah, if you don't know how to order through Stampin' Up, please watch the video I put up last night that says announcing Justine Stone's party. And also, at the end of that video, there's a link to a video I did a week or two ago on how to order for me. But it's really easy. Basically, click the link below my video that says, here's my web store. When you get there, hit the shop button, and then that'll take you to the Stampin' Up page. And at the top, it'll say, you are shopping with Deb Houck. That's what you want it to say. Start putting stuff in your cart, whatever you want. And when you're ready to check out, down in the bottom left corner, unless they moved it recently, but it was in the bottom left corner, is where you put this host code. You have to be sure to do that to give Justine credit. Otherwise, it won't go through as that. Cool. Thank you, Jelly Bean. What's your real name? Not that I love your name, though, Jelly Bean Junction. I think that's so cool. Anyway. Cool. Wonderful. Thank you, little crafty Nook. I need your real name, too. So anyway, loads of fun. Love the Pigment Sprinkles. Love the Tasteful Textures stamp set. And the coordinating dies, which we'll be using in a future video, because I actually might use this as a stencil on, maybe even on this, with some texture paste. That would look really cool. So these are the dies that go with the stamps that we used just now. And I was just playing around testing them today, and these are how they come out. So these would make really cool shaker windows, but I think I'm going to use this as a stencil, maybe even on here, and get out my texture paste, which you can color your texture paste too, by the way. Stampin' Up does sell texture paste. If I can find mine, here it is. They actually have two kinds. They have regular embossing paste, they call it, and they also have a shimmery white embossing paste now. But you can color any of that with your ink refills, which come in little bottles. And the ink refills are $3.75 a bottle, and they last forever. So good deal on those, and you can mix them with your pastes and everything. So if you don't want the stamp pads, the ink pads, you know, like these, then get your refills in whatever colors you want, and you can mix them and use them for mixed media and stuff. So really fun things to do besides just doing, oops, I can't get that close, cards and stuff. So that's the one we just used here. And earlier we used Praiseworthy Prose, which has these definitions, which I thought would be cool in journals and stuff. So, and then we used the Scripty embossing folder on the first card, which looks like this. It has words. Well, it looks like these in the background here. You can see them. And then this bundle is the Band Together, which looks like this. And it comes with the beautiful dies that cut out all these beautiful bands, which I'm going to lose a piece here. And like this one, there's another one we didn't even use. We used this. And this cuts out the top of the big flower, just the top. There isn't a die for the whole thing. And then this we used on the inside of one of the cards. And this is the leaf I used to cut out in vellum, the colored vellum that we had. So that's it. I hope you had fun. I did. Janice is Jelly Bean Junction. Oh, that's cute. Nook and Nikki are the same first letter. Oh, Okay, so Little Crafty Nook is Nikki and Jelly Bean is Janice. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, they're not really stencils, but I'm going to use them as stencils. So, you know, anytime you do a die cut that has a nice shape, you can save it and use it as a stencil. And I do that a lot, actually. Where'd it go? Here it is. This. Yeah. And this one can be a continuous thing. It stopped about there, and then I just made it continue, but I got it off the paper a little bit. So this was just me playing around. And this would make a cool stencil too, right like that. But it also makes it cool if you have, like, if you did this right in the middle of a card, it would make a cool kind of a shaker element. You know, bump that up on foam and put your window sheet behind it and put some sequins in there, and boom, you got a shaker. Thank you, Paige. Yeah, it's a set. It's Tasteful Textures with these dies are, what are they called? They're called Tasteful Background dies. And that's what they look like. But this is a bundle in the Stampin' Up new catalog. Okay. And I forget what page that's on. Oh, wait, hang on. It's on page 11 and 135. But if you go on the website, just look for bundles and Tasteful Textures, and you'll see it there. Now, what that means in bundles, it's usually a Stampin' Die or Stampin' Punch. And when Stampin' Up! First introduced some of their stamp and die sets, they bundle it and give you a 10% discount. So normally, let's say this carries over next year to the new catalog, it won't be bundled anymore. And the price will be, you know, 10% higher, whatever the normal price is. But if you buy it in a bundle, it's 10% off your price. So it's a good deal. And then same thing, the band together with the fancy die cuts, that's a bundle right now. So, and let's see, this is not a bundle. And this actually has a bundle too. It's called hand lettered prose dies, but it's individual alphabets. I didn't use that tonight. So, but that is a bundle also, the Praiseworthy Prose bundle. So yeah, look up bundles when you go online and have fun and help Justine by using her host code here so she can get some free goodies hopefully at the end of her party. And anybody who places $75 or more of an order with Justine through me will be entered in a drawing if you do it in July for this stamp set, which is brand new, never used, and these Blizzard Thinlits dies, which look like, I don't know that these were a bundle, but I'm giving them away as though they're one. And I think this cuts out a whole card front of snowflakes, similar to the way those pink ones worked, but in snowflakes. So that would make a really pretty background. And then you got these adorable snowmen. So a $75 order in July, and you'll be entered in a drawing for that at the end of July. And then I have to go through my stamps. I will do the same thing in August, but I'm not sure which one it'll be yet for August. You guess that's true. Good night, Tanisha. Thank you for coming. Hope you had fun. We have a equal love of blue. Tanisha liked the blue-green, and I do too. I like them both, actually. This is probably my favorite colorways, and then this is a blast from the past. So, yep. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to end it. It is thundering here, and it's 9 o'clock, so it's 2 hours. I appreciate you coming by. I hope you like the new, what is this called? StreamYard. I think it worked out okay. I'm anxious to try it tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on my channel. I'll be live again with friends Kathy's Cards and Tina's Crafty Life, and we'll be altering composition books tomorrow night. So come join us and have some fun with us then too. Okay? Have a good evening. Bye for now.